All right, guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Mail Stand. Now, before I get into this video, I just want to let you know that I'll be live on here today at 6:30 p.m. UK time. All right? Now, there's going to be a few Mail Stand emails today. We're getting a lot at the moment. It's either a feast or a famine, to be honest with you. In this video, I'm going to explain to you right now what the Mail Stand is about. But in the other ones, I'm not going to explain it in all of those videos. I'll just tell people if they've never watched the feature before to come back to this one. So the Mail Stand is basically a feature where I read out emails to you that I have received. These emails could be from people I've known for almost 30 years of running Cop Talk, or they could be from complete random strangers. So because of that, I need you to take every Mail Stand video, if it's got Mail Stand in the title, with a huge pinch of salt. All right, I could be reading something to you thinking we're a load of shite, or I could be reading something to you thinking, you know, if only I could tell them who it was from. All right, so I enjoy the Mail Stand feature. I think it's really good. I do. I think it's really good. It's very popular on my channel. But me reading something isn't an endorsement or anything. All right, guys? So just bear that in mind and be careful with them. Be cautious with them. I want to bring to your attention an email I received last night. Now, first of all, I'm going to read out the email to you that I received yesterday because this is a follow-up to it. All right? So this was sent to me yesterday. And I did read it out to you yesterday. X has watched your vids recently, and today he said the chap at the bank, or whatever it is, which was Ernst & Young, is basically saying what he, X, his source, has been telling you for months about money. Therefore, why they are looking at managers who will cost nothing. Think Nagelsmann. He isn't bothered, however. He has been consistently correct. And while he does not doubt the chap, he is a long time after what he has said. Even the Canati situation. So basically what the author of this email is saying, oh, you've got someone else contributing on your channel. I'm just letting you know that, you know, he knew this first and told you first, right? There's a follow-up to this email, right? Bear with me. So what I said in that video was, you know, I don't think anyone gives a fuck about who's first with anything, right? I don't. I couldn't give a flying fuck. All I'm bothered about, and I'm sure you are too, is, you know, getting credible news, you know, facts rather than fiction. And I'm really not interested who said it first, me personally, right? So you see the journalists, this is what I said yesterday. You see journalists doing this sometimes. Hey, you should credit me, I said it first. No one gives a fuck who said it first. That's all I said yesterday. No one gives a fuck. Thanks very much, but no one cares. Nobody. We're not here to polish anybody's ego or anything, right? My opinion is, I don't give a fuck who said it first. Right, so it's not being disrespectful, which I've been accused of. I'm talking about journalists, anyone, anything. I don't care. For me, it's about the person saying it. So I might get someone that I'm not really that bothered about, and I go, all right, fair enough. And then a credible journalist mentions it a couple of days later, and someone goes, well, actually, he said it before. I don't give a fuck. All right, it's who it comes from that matters to me. All right, that's what I do. Now, this has deeply offended someone. So I'm now going to read the follow-up email that I received from this person last night because they were offended by me saying that I don't think people really that bothered where something comes from. They just want, you know, to know where it is. Like, thanks very much and all that, but nobody cares, all right, in my opinion. So I received an email from the same person last night, which came in at 5:41 UK time. And it says as follows. Sorry, mate, he won't let me tell you anymore. He thinks your reply today on the video was very disrespectful, and I agree. He has given you real, truthful updates and was only reminding you of that. It's no problem at all, and as he said, you have the videos monetized, and you have made a good few quid out of him. Finally, the Liverpool's women's team and the PLC uses the company who the chap works for. And FSG don't, and Liverpool FC also do not. What does that even fucking mean, right? I don't know what that means. Such a shame, Dunk. You played this one wrong. Take care, and honestly don't bother replying, as you was so disrespectful earlier on. And I'll help you straight away. I'm not going to reply to your fucking email. What I am doing is I'm going to reply to people right here, including you, right, about that email. So let me go over here. Sorry, mate, he won't let me tell you anymore. Good, couldn't give a flying fuck. Couldn't care less. He thinks your reply today on the video is very disrespectful, but then he's a soft cunt then. Simple as that. And I agree, so I'll include you in that statement. He has given you real, truthful updates. I'll let the audience decide that. And was only reminding you of that. No, what you were reminding me of was it came from him first, right? That's what you were reminding me of. It's no problem at all. Well, seems to be, because he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. And as he said, you have the videos monetized, and you have made a good few quid out of him. Whoopie fucking woo. YouTube person has video monetized. What silly cunt wouldn't have it monetized is for an opportunity to do that? What the fuck are you talking about, right? Finally, this is the exact English here. Finally, Liverpool women's team and the PLC uses the company who the chap works for, and FSG don't, and Liverpool FC also do not. What the fuck does that mean? What has it got to do with someone spitting the dummy out and being offended? Such a shame, Dunk, you played this one wrong. I didn't play anything wrong. What I did was give my truthful opinion to my audience. What you're trying to say is I should have not said that, which would mean then that I'm taking guidance off someone, telling me what I can and can't say to people, which would therefore make me not authentic, right? And I am authentic, 1,000,000% authentic. What you see is what you get. I know it's not very attractive, but I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for, for not being who I am, if that makes sense, right? So I had this shit years ago. Someone that tried to buy Liverpool Football Club tried this years ago, tried to tell me how I should deliver something. They had an update for the VIP members at the time, and they said to me, here's an update or whatever, this is how you should present it. And I went, no, I can't do that, right? I've got to mention, just pop up on my phone notification. This is what you need to convey. And I went, I'm sorry, this was supposed to be a friend of mine as well. I went, and I'm sorry, I can't tell people, how to handle something. What I can do is say, hey, I've been told this, I can give my opinion, but I can't be programmed or told what I can and can't do, or what's respectful or disrespectful, whatever, right? That person never spoke to me again because of that, right? Do you know how many nights sleep I lost because of that? None. And I would say I'm here, I don't know, 20 years later or something. I don't even know when it was. Whenever the club was up for sale, when DIC and all that were involved. No idea, couldn't care less, all right? The worst thing you could ever tell me to do is to tell me how to communicate to my viewers on here. Ever. Ever, 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 ever. All right? That would mean that I'm changing who I am to suit you or your mate that's a soft cunt. Right? Basically, if your mate even exists. All right? I couldn't give a flying fuck if you ever spoke to me again. Right? And that would have applied to anyone that I know in my life. If someone came to me and went, oh, yeah, I'm not going to speak to you anymore. Oh, good fucking riddance then. Right? Because the people that watch my videos, whether they like me or not, they know that I will speak my mind. It doesn't mean I'm right. It doesn't mean I'm right. Or I make plenty of mistakes, right? But I'm not making a mistake here. So telling me I've played this one wrong. Why have I played this one wrong? Because you're not going to send an email to me about some random shite or about the Liverpool women's team or something? What the absolute fuck? Don't bother replying. Get to fuck. Seriously. And I'll tell you right now, if you email me back, I'll read every single email out because I'm very transparent with everybody. All right? So yeah, we totally appreciate anything you contribute to this channel that gives people discussion. Right? I also know you're a channel member. Thank you so much for being a channel member on my channel. But do not ever tell me how to play something, how I should do something, right? All I said to my audience yesterday was, I don't think really anyone gives a fuck about who's first. Now, if that's upset you and your friend or your imaginary friend or whatever, that's up to you guys, right? I can assure you I don't give a fuck. Simple. End of. That's it. I don't think there's anything else I need to say. I'm never, ever going to be told, right, how to do something for my audience, ever. And that's one thing people can say anything about me, but they'll know if I'm saying it to them that it's from my fucking heart, all right? So imagine being upset because you weren't acknowledged for being first with something. What the fuck? Is this playground stuff or something? No, I'm not having that, man. I couldn't give a fuck. I couldn't give a fuck. I'm the sort of person that would live on in a cardboard box on the street for the rest of my life and lose everything I own, all right, over a principal issue, all right? On this channel, I convey what's in your emails. I'm not here to polish an ego to say, oh my God, you were first. Do you really think I know who's first about anything? I've got a memory like a fucking sieve, all right? A memory like a sieve. Such a shame you played this one wrong. Well, this is going to make a massive difference to my life. I'm pretty fucking certain. All right? Don't bother replying. Get the fuck, silly cunt. I can't be doing with people like this, guys. I do my head in. I'll tell you something right now. If you're watching my video, right, whether you're one of my friends, whether you support the channel, whether you hate me, or whatever, right? With me, you will always get, right, the absolute truth that I can tell you, right? And if it's an opinion, where I offer some opinion, you might not agree with that opinion, but I'll always give you what I believe is my true opinion, rather than being influenced by someone that wants me to, you know, maybe deliver something in a particular way, or, you know, stand up here and be a cheerleader for someone. This channel is for grown-ups, right? I might not act like a grown-up sometimes because I like to have a bit of banter and a bit of fun, all right? But one thing you'll always get with me is my hand on my heart, right? And I'll always be authentic with you, whatever the subject, right? So yeah, I may say things you might go, that's wrong, that like, and then that's fine, isn't it? But it means that I was like being honest with you, whatever it was. Do you get me drift? I'll never, ever, ever change that, ever, for anything or anyone. You could be the closest person in my life, all right? And say, I don't think you should. I'd be like, well, that's very kind that you think that. But no, I'm doing me. I'm doing me. And if I want to say to my peoples, the people that invest their time in my channel, watching my videos, if I want to say to them, I don't think anyone really gives a fuck, really, I'll say it, all right? And if you're that soft that that's upset you, you shouldn't be on here anyway. And I can guarantee you the majority of my audience in the comment section will go, yeah, fuck off. Because it's pathetic. It's pathetic. There's some truth for you right there. All right? Now, I'm sure this has upset your feelings. And if you want to become an hater, then you become a hater. I've had the fucking worst of them over the years, and it hasn't changed a fucking thing. All right? So, very grateful for anything you've contributed. Absolutely. And I'm sure the couple of euros or couple of pounds I made on one of your videos made a fucking huge difference to me. All right? But, nah. Nah. I'm as real as the fuck. Nah. Never, ever will I change who I am to pacify, is that the right word, or to make someone happy. Nah, fuck that. I'd lose everything first. Fuck's sake. Now, is there anything else I need to say? Very disrespectful, and I agree. I couldn't give a fuck because you are trying to get me to behave or convey or do something in a particular manner. I want you to go and tell him you were the first, and it's very important. What you wanted me to do yesterday was read the email out saying, well, actually, he was first with these claims, right? And you want me to go, all right, guys, yeah, this person is such an amazing person. Well, no one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck. Let's see in the comment section. I'll leave it to the audience to determine, all right? And mark my words, if you're the author of that email, you've got one shot in the comment section, so make it a good one, all right? Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to go on to the other videos, or other emails, should I say, that fall under the mail stand category or mail stand series. And each one of those people will be treated in the exact same way. I read out the emails as received. If I feel the need to pass an opinion, I will. All right? If we're not strong enough for that, if our feelings are going to be hurt, here's a really good suggestion. Don't fucking email, all right? But you've enjoyed sharing and contributing and hearing your name and whatever and all this stuff that's gone out, right? I've got my own opinions about everything that you contribute or have contributed to here, all right? 1,000,000%. But I can guarantee you, I ain't going to give a fuck because I've lost more important people in my life on a personal level and in a cop talk capacity over the years, and I'm still going strong, and I always will until the day I die, all right? But one thing's for certain, I'll always be principled, and I'll stand by those principles. And I'm never going to tell my audience something that I don't believe in, right? Whether I suffer as a result because I'm now not getting a monetized video from you. Gets a fuck. Right, rest of the peoples that are with me, right? Comment on this video. Let him know what you think, all right? If I'm wrong, tell me. You don't get banned from our channel for being wrong. You'd only be removed if you were, abusive to me or someone else, right? But no, we're not here to polish your ego. We're not here to say what you want people to think of you. Let the audience decide whether it's important to them, whether you're first or not. And I'd be very, very surprised if someone says, oh, no, it's very important that. No one gives a fuck. If you care about Liverpool Football Club, if you really care about the audience that are reading your email, let them make their own decisions. Let's not tell them how they have to think. All right? All right, good. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please thumbs up the video. If you're a wet wipe like these two, apparently, thumbs down the video. It ain't going to make any fucking difference. I can guarantee it. Leave me a comment. You got one stab at it. If you're going to be abusive, come up with something else other than fat cunt. All right? Try something else. Right? You got one go at it, so make it a good one. Right? If you want to support my channel, there's a love art. It's called a super thanks. There you go. If you don't. If you're going to join the channel, do. If you want to get me a beer and we can celebrate, that we've stayed loyal to our beliefs, then there's Revolut links in the video description. All right? Or maybe I need a drink at the weekend because I will never recover from this.